India doesn't have to match China in the number game, but it is having the geographical advantage. How do recently launched indigenous aircraft carrier of China affects in India? Why China is trying to dominate Indian Ocean? How should India react to the Chinese growing dominance in Indian Ocean? GS Paper 2, India and its neighbourhood. What is the context about? China recently launched its first indigenous aircraft carrier. Shandong is likely to be commissioned in 2020. It will be China's second carrier after it commissioned a modified Ukrainian Kuznetsov-class aircraft cruiser Varyag into its navy as Leaning in 2012. Many Indian commentators have written about the implication of China acquiring its second aircraft carrier on India's security. How do recently launched indigenous aircraft carrier of China affects in India? China's existing carrier, the Leaning, is being used to train the crew to operate aircraft carriers and is not on operational deployment yet. Compared to this, with India's aircraft carrier, the INS Vikramaditya is fully operational. India also has decades of experience in operating aircraft carriers. It has used them in warfare. The Shandong has only been launched. It doesn't mean it's ready for operational deployment. India launched its first indigenous carrier, Vikrant, in 2013 and it is likely to be commissioned in the early 2020s after delays for various reasons. Even after China commissions the Shandong, it will not send both its carriers on permanent deployment in the Indian Ocean. Why China is trying to dominate Indian Ocean? China's primary areas of interest are the hotly contested waters and islands of the East and South China Sea. The US maintains a potent naval presence in the area. China thinks it's a big boss which has finally come into its own and can run over neighboring countries roughshod. Their treasury is overflowing with at least $3 trillion. They can afford to push and shove neighboring countries around. China will maintain both its carriers there, although it will make symbolic port visits in the Indian Ocean region, especially to Gwadar in Pakistan. How should India react to the Chinese growing dominance in Indian Ocean? India should beef up its air defense and land-based anti-ship missiles in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands as well as Peninsular India. Stationing the S-400 surface-to-air missile system that India plans to acquire in the Andamans will cover 500,000 square kilometers of airspace over the Bay of Bengal. All major Indian warships are being equipped with Barak 8 long-range surface-to-air missiles along with the supersonic BrahMos anti-ship cruise missiles. India is going to acquire nuclear and diesel-electric attack submarines,